Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea and I'm here with my first update for the deck of panning project that was created by Emily and Max, who I'll have linked down below. She was inspired by Books with Maddie, like by a game that Maddie plays to figure out her to be read pile. And Emily kind of just took it and made it into something panning related, and it's really fun. There are so many people doing this on Instagram and YouTube, and I'm very excited for this update because we are going to get to roll in some new cards, and the game board has changed. And when it comes time to roll, why do I say roll? When it comes time to draw a new card, I'll have a picture of the game board up on the screen. But first I'm going to go through the products that I had from last time. We are working on 5 products at a time, and I don't think I mentioned this in my intro, but chances are if you're watching my video, you've watched at least one other deck of panning intro video, so you already know this, but it does run from January 20th, 2021 to December 20th, 2021. So, but anything that I say about this project, you probably already know, so we're gonna skip all of that. And if you haven't seen my intro video, I'll link that down below, and I will also link Emily's intro video because she goes really in depth into the rules and how to play and everything like that. So with that being said, I'm very handsy today. So with that being said, we're gonna talk about my 5 products that I drew last time, and then we're gonna go ahead and pick our new products. I'll give you the card that I drew along with the prompt, but since the game board changes every time, unless it's a face card, it's not going to be the same prompt as it is this time, but I'll just for completeness, I guess. The first card I drew was the Queen of Diamonds, and the Queen, no matter the suit, is always going to be a random color generator. And for that, I chose this Julep nail polish, and I don't think I mentioned the name in my intro video, but this is the shade Hazel. This is a mini polish. My goal was to finish it, and it might be kind of hard to see, but it's finished. Like, there's still a little bit at the bottom, but I could not get it out no matter what I tried. So I used this 6 times, and I did mark where I started because I think I had used it for 1 manicure before the start of this project, and I used it 6 more times, and now this is done. So that's 1 product down for this project. The second product, or the second card that I drew last time, was the 9 of Hearts, and last month on the game board, the 9 of Hearts was in it for the long haul. And I picked a shadow from my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I decided I was going to completely pan the shade Nectar. I'm hoping you can see there is quite a good dip in there. This is gonna be in for the long haul. I use it not every single day, but almost every single day. I have it on today as like my inner corner and my brow bone highlight. And I've used it 24 times since the intro, and there's a fairly substantial dip. I don't know if I'll hit pan on it this next month, but again, my goal is to finish this completely. So this is going to be in for probably most of the year. Then my next card that I drew was the 5 of Clubs, a brand you own the most from, and that is, I didn't even have to think about that. That's without a doubt ColourPop. And what I decided to do is I have 7 of their lippy sticks, and I decided I would use each one 3 times, and I did manage to do that, but I'll just run through the shades that I have really quick. I have, because I didn't do it last time, I have Parker, which is like this brownie nude. This was probably my least favorite. The formula on all of these is great. I don't have a problem with the formula. This is just not a color that I tend to wear. I don't hate it enough to declutter it, but it was not my favorite. Then I had this shade Cherry Bomb, which was probably my second least favorite, just because it is extremely, it's almost bubblegum pink, but a touch warmer than that. And it was way brighter of a pink than I like. But again, I'm not decluttering any of these. It's just some of them are not my favorites. Then I had Topanga. This one, it looks like that. It's like a medium pinky nude. I don't know. I'm terrible at describing colors. I say this every time. And then these last four were the shades that I really liked. So this Happy Thoughts is more of a mauve-y nude, and I really enjoyed this one. But I was actually surprised by how much I liked this color. And then I have Runaway, which is a kind of a dark raspberry kind of shade. This is the kind of pink that I like, the darker raspberry shade. This is like, I think, an exclusive Ipsy shade way back when called Glam Bag. And it took me a long time, but I love this. It's so bright and fuchsia, and I love that color. And then my absolute favorite one is this like brick red called Love Life. Like a little tinge of brown red. So those were the 7 lippy sticks. I used each of them 3 times, so that is another goal met. So another card I get to draw. So the next card I drew was the 6 of Hearts, which was a glowy product, and I decided to pull in my Revolution Liquid Highlight in Starlight because I have been using this with my Oma Beauty foundation that's in my That's Expensive project pan. My goal was to use it 20 times. I did use it 20 times. I'm still going to continue to use this because I use it to lighten up that foundation, but I have hit my goal for this project. So I'm rolling it out of this project, even though I will continue to use it in my day-to-day makeup routine. And then the last product that is still staying in here is the Ace of Spades. So again, it's a card that's, the prompt is not going to change from month to month. That is your project Graveyard. So I picked this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Truth that was left over from my 20 favorites in 2020 last year. Hopefully you'll be able to tell I've worn away the middle part, right where what I call the nipple of the pan is. So my goal for next update is to at least have everything, all the product that's left surrounding that nipple be gone. And I've just been using this. I used it 12 times. I've just been using this in my transition area, basically just to I lay it down first and then I'll blend other colors over it just if I want to soften them up a little bit, because it's fairly close to my skin tone. So when I put it on, it adds like a little sheen because it's a satin, it's not a matte. But it will also, because I am working on some brighter colors in my pan, those eyeshadows, it can, if I'm using them in my crease, it can tone them down a bit. So I'm hoping it'll still take me a couple more months to finish this up, but if I continue to use it in my transition like that, I know it'll be done. Okay, so I got my deck of cards, and I haven't shuffled them yet from last month, so I have to reshuffle. And while I'm shuffling, I will put a screenshot of the game board up on the screen so you can see what all the different categories are that I could possibly be picking from. I wish I could do that cool bridge shuffle thing. My mom can do it, but I can't do it. So I'm just shuffling them the old boring regular way, but okay, I'm gonna give them one last shuffle. I'll even do it this way a couple of times, and I won't look. Oh, no. Okay. So I'll show you guys first and then we'll see. Okay, so here is my first card, which is the Eight of Spades. So I'm gonna pick them all and then I'll see the prompts. There's my second one, the Three of Spades. And then my third one, which is the Five of Diamonds. Okay, no jokers, yes. So Eight of Spades is your most recent purchase. I'm gonna have to think about that because I don't actually, yes, I do know what my most recent purchase is, so, okay. Then the Three of Spades is something hair care related, which will actually be nice to work on more makeup. And then Five of Diamonds is something sentimental. That one I might have to think about a little bit, but I'm gonna go look through my collection, gather my products up for these new prompts, and then I will be back to show them to you. Okay, that took a little bit, but I finally picked out all of my products. So to recap, the Eight of Spades is your most recent purchase, and my most recent purchase was my Beautylish Lucky Bag. And I got a bunch of different stuff in it, but I decided what I think I want to do. I recently did a collab with my friends from YouTube, Lisa and Marilee, and we all used our Natasha Denona Love Palette. It was my first time ever using a Natasha Denona shadow, and I really liked how it performed, and I want to play with this some more. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it a goal that I have to use each shade in here at least one time before I can roll it out. So that is my first new item. My second card that I drew was the Three of Spades, which is a hair care item. And I am really trying to like have a minimal hair care collection. So I don't have a ton of stuff, but what I do have are a ton of hair samples that I just don't really ever use because I have my regular shampoo that I like. So my goal for this card is I have to finish all of these samples up. So I have this Derma E. This one, I might see if my husband wants to use it because, I mean, I don't need a thickening shampoo, but it's just sitting in my cabinet, so it needs to get used. I have these two Klorane. They're soothing and anti-irritating. There's a shampoo and a conditioner, so I have those. I have this Nature Lab shampoo and conditioner, this Hemp's Sweet Pineapple and Honey Melon, which actually sounds like it smells really good, shampoo and conditioner, this Drybar Blonde Ale brightening shampoo, brightening shampoo and conditioner, this, I don't know how you say it, Away shampoo, and then this, what is this? I guess MSD-NRD? I have no idea what this brand is, but this is a hair treatment. So my goal is going to be to use all those up, which given that there's one hair treatment and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different shampoos. I mean, I could knock this out in a week if I really wanted to, but I don't wash my hair that often, but I should definitely be able to finish all of those before the next update. And then my last card was the Five of Diamonds, a sentimental item. And I was having a hard time with this one because the most sentimental item I have is actually this lipstick that I'm wearing because it reminds me of my grandma who has been gone for almost 8 years now. But this lipstick is already in a different project. So then I was going to pick a lipstick that my sister got me for my birthday. And then as I was thinking about it, for Christmas, I asked my sister for like this little sampler of Nest fragrances. And in one of them, there's this scent called Wisteria Blue. And it's not like exact, but this smells like my other grandma, the one who has not passed yet. This smells almost exactly like my grandma. So I don't want to try to finish this up at all because I am working on 3 other fragrances, but I am going to say that I want to wear this 10 times before I can roll it out. So that is my update. I'm very excited that I got to draw new cards. Because my other 2 items, especially the Too Faced shadow, is going to be in for so long, I'm trying to make sure that I'm trying to set my goals so that I can at least draw 1 new card per round. So I'm hoping that hopefully I'll be able to draw for all 3 of these products next time, but I'm hoping at least, I know I can get through the shampoos, and I just have to like pay attention to make sure that I get enough uses on the perfume and that I use every shade in the Natasha Denona Love palette at least once. I'm probably going to use this at least 15 times just because I'm doing a Pan That palette. I'm doing Pan Those eyeshadows. I have eyeshadows in other projects. I'm doing 365 days of eyeshadow. So and I have collabs that I have to film. So I'm probably not going to do like specific looks. I'm probably going to pull a shadow in here and there so that I might not be able to use all 15 of those shades before the next update, but I'm going to try. So that was my update. I'm very excited that I got to pull in new cards. I'm very excited. I was actually looking for a reason to like be able to play with this a little bit more because I really wanted, after using it that one time, I really wanted to play with it a little more, but I felt like I couldn't give myself permission to do it. But now it's in a project, so now I have to use it. So I'm really happy to be working on all the things that I'm working on, and I'm hoping, once again, next month I'll have some more progress to show on my eyeshadows, and I'll have some more items out of my collection that I can roll in new cards, and I'm just really having a lot of fun with this project. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're all staying safe and sane and healthy, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.